So you might be wondering whether your decision of studying in the UK is the right decision, would it be beneficial, or is it going to be disadvantageous decision in the long term. So this is the right video for you, because I'm going to break down what are some of the benefits and what are the disadvantages of studying in the UK. So here is the video itself. So let me start with the benefits first. The very first benefit is the UK education, because the UK education system is really very well organized and very well reputed. So if you are studying in any of the UK universities, I'm sure it's going to have a very good world ranking, because most of the universities are public universities which has got an amazing world ranking. Most of the Nobel Prize winners are actually from UK, from the UK universities. So my university is called University of Strathclyde, and the recent Nobel Prize, the David Macmillan in chemistry field, was actually from my university itself. So again, the UK universities have got very good education system. And the second thing is that about the professors. So professors are really initiative, they take initiative to help you out. For example, if you've got any doubt, just send them an email that I've got a doubt, and they'll be coming back to you as soon as possible, and they'll be resolving that doubt with the help of a 15-minute meeting in person or through a Zoom call, which is again a really good thing about the professors, that they are helpful, they are taking initiative, they're friendly as well at the same time. The other thing which I would like to add is that the UK education is 50% theoretical and 50% practical. By this, what I mean is that when I was doing my chemistry degree program, whatever I was being taught in my chemistry lectures, the same thing I used to apply in the labs. So which is really nice, because if you do the things in the labs, you get some practical exposure like what you're being taught in the lectures. And also it is really helpful in the industrial context, because in the industrial kind of the interview, they'll be asking what kind of lab experiments have you done, and that all things you can put down in your CV as well. So this is very good thing that there's a good focus on the practical teaching here in the UK. So you can be rest assured that if you're coming to the UK, education wise is one of the best destinations. Now, the second benefit of studying in the UK is in terms of the part-time job opportunities. Now, part-time jobs you can use in order to fund your living expenses and also your tuition fee as well. So, and there are plenty of part-time jobs which are available all over the UK. So, you can be rest assured if you're choosing any of the university in the UK, first thing, it will be mainly in the city center. It will be very close to the city center, the UK universities. That's how they're situated. And the part-time jobs are mainly in the city center. So, you'll be able to get a job maybe as a customer assistant, working as a waiter or waitress in a restaurant, receptionist, call agents, warehouse operatives, accountant. There are like plenty of part-time jobs to pick from. So they've got loads of part-time job opportunities. And again, there's a separate video on my channel to like how you can find a part-time job, because there's some websites and like some tips which I've shared. So again, you can check out some of my more videos on part-time jobs. So but you can be rest assured that they have got loads of part-time job opportunities which you can utilize to fund your living expenses and the tuition fee. And the third point, which is one of the best benefits of studying in the UK, is the post-study work visa. Because you might be thinking that, okay, well, you've got a master's degree, you're coming here for master's degree, so your student visa will be for 1 year. So what you will be doing after that 1 year, like what's next, like how you can stay here in the UK. Now, in order to stay in the UK, now you've got this post-study work visa, which was launched in the year of 2020. So essentially, this is a time for you to actually look for a full-time job in your particular field, and you can work unlimited. So in the student visa, you can only work 20 hours in the term time, whereas in the post-study work visa, you can work full time, you can work 40 hours in a week, like 60 hours, 70 hours, like no one is tracking it. So it's unsponsored, every international student gets it, and you can work as much as possible. So if you've taken any student loan, you can work as much as possible and actually pay the student loan and also find a full-time job. So which is again a really good advantage that you've got a post-study work visa opportunity available here in the UK. The fourth point is in terms of the permanent residency. As compared to the other countries, again the permanent residency rules are quite good in the UK. So for permanent residency, so as I said, when you're on the post-study work visa, you need to find a full-time job. By this, what I mean is that you need to find a full-time job where a company can sponsor you for a skilled worker visa. So if there's a company, so you apply for a full-time job and they will be giving you something called skilled worker visa. Now, if you stay here on the skilled worker visa for 5 years, then you can apply for permanent residency in the UK, which is again an amazing opportunity, because let's say in USA, it takes I think more than 10 years or 10 years, so it takes a lot of time. Whereas in the UK, got an opportunity to get permanent residency of staying 5 years on a skilled worker visa. Now, the fifth thing and the most important thing is about the safety. You might have heard really bad news about the other study abroad destination, but in terms of UK, you might have heard less or like no kind of safety related issues, because in terms of the racism, in terms of the people's friendliness nature, it's really good. Everyone is really friendly. You won't be experiencing any racism attack. Is very safe in the night time. So sometime I finish my studies at 2 or 3 o'clock in the library, country and I used to come back, everything is safe, so you won't be able to find any such kind of racism attack or any kind of negative things here in the UK, because the reason is people are friendly. They know about the Indian culture, they know about the various different religions which exist in the India, for example Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, different religions. So people are really nice, and also these people love Indian food a lot. So Indian food, the Indian restaurants are always busy here in the UK. So again, you can be rest assured in terms of the safety profile, study in the UK is one of the best study abroad destinations. So now these were all the benefits of studying in the UK. Now to talk about the disadvantage. The very first thing is, as I mentioned, that you will be able to stay on a post-study work visa after completing your degree here in the UK, which will be for 2 years. Let's say after 2 years of post-study work visa, you're not able to get the full-time job, which can give you that skilled worker visa, then you have to unfortunately go back to your home country. So you can't do anything about it. So you just need to go back to your home country. So you can only come to UK for your studies or on a tourist visa, but on a tourist visa you don't have the right to work. So this is just something which you need to just be careful and just keep in your brain, that you need to get a full-time job by the end of the post-study work visa. In my case, I was able to get a job when I was doing my undergraduate degree. So right now I've got a full-time job, so I didn't have to even take post-study work visa. So that's the best thing which you can do, that in the degree, start looking for a job, for a full-time job which can give you the skilled worker visa. So that's like what I did in my case. And the second thing is that you have to be away from your family, and I know some of the students who struggle with homesickness during the initial time period. So just be prepared that you have to be away from your family, you have to do everything by yourself, you have to be independent. So just keep this thing in your mind. You have to come out of comfort zone. That's how you will learn the things. And the third thing is that you can't bring your father and mother after getting a permanent residency in the UK. So you can only bring your wife, your kids here in the UK, but you can't bring your father and mother here in the UK. So this is again a bit of a disadvantage. You can only bring them for 6 months maximum. Then again after 6 months they have to go back to your home country. Then they have to come back after 6 months again. So this is a bit of a disadvantage of like permanent residency, that you can't bring your mother and father here in the UK. So with this video was helpful. Overall, there are far more benefits as compared to disadvantages. That's like what I'm kind of pointing out in this video. So I hope this video was helpful, constructive. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for all such amazing updates. Cheers, bye bye.